in many cases, we can save more than 50% energy versus the current benchmark products because the cost of supplying air in industry is not about the cost of the machines, it's about the cost of the energy that it takes to do that.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me this morning, Sprintex Managing Director and CEO, Jay Upton. Jay, very good to speak with you. You've secured commitments to raise $3.25 million through a placement and strong support from new institutional investors, as well as your existing shareholders. So really showing confidence in your projects.
Absolutely, yeah. We're pleased to see that both our existing cornerstone shareholders are supporting this, and we have some new institutional interest. We've been building a new range of product for a period of time, and we're just at that point of escalating the sales in the market, and we needed a little more cash to accelerate that. So we're very happy to have been able to attract some new cash from outside and new interest in the business.
So Jay, tell us how you're going to put that cash to use as you accelerate your programs.
Well, some of that money will go to debt reduction. About 1.5 of that will go to debt reduction, which leaves us about 1.75, which is to accelerate our new industrial compressors, both in the production side and in the sales side. So most people would be aware that there's some dramatic changes going on in the way the world does business at the moment with recent developments in the US and other locations. So Sprintex already has a division in Malaysia for manufacturing and has had for about 12 years. And we are now transitioning that manufacturing facility into the new high-speed electric range, which is what we've just introduced. So part of that capital raise is to assist us with the duplication of production facilities. So currently, our main production for the electric compressor range is in Suzhou in China, also a wholly owned subsidiary of Sprintex Limited. So we're now duplicating that into the Malaysia facility. So we have a two-pronged attack on the world, which assists us not only with the tariff matter, but also with capacity and with the cultural sales requirements. But some areas of the world are not so happy to deal with Chinese-made products. So we're an Australian company, obviously, and because of that, over time we've developed into Asia. This is a natural move. Australia really is too expensive for manufacturing anymore. Almost nothing is made in Australia now. So like everybody else, we've had to move with the times. So now we're able to duplicate our facility, which doubles our capacity, if you like, in the industrial blower market, which is what we need, because we have so much interest we get almost killed in the rush.
Jay, you're actually currently in the Netherlands. Tell us what you're doing in the Netherlands at the moment.
Well, currently in the Netherlands, and if you've seen our recent news, you would have seen we have a project with a wastewater treatment company here in Netherlands who owns a patented system for the reduction of ammonia in animal manure. And the problem is probably the most concentrated in Netherlands because it's a very densely populated country, and it's very densely populated with livestock also, to the point that honestly here in the evening you can walk outside and smell the ammonia in the air, which is surprising. Anyway, we have an ongoing program with a company called Mestwater here in Netherlands, and they're about to kick off their major production of machines for the reduction of ammonia, and it's supported by the Dutch government. A fantastic project, fantastic for Sprintex. 5-year long-term manufacturing arrangement. So we're very, very happy to be putting some time and effort in here. And it's fortuitous for us that we also have next week in Germany, in Hanover, the Hanover International Trade Fair, a huge event with about 130,000 industry visitors from 70 countries. There are entire halls specializing in what we do, which is supplying clean air and vacuum for all sorts of industrial applications, not just aquaculture and agriculture, but we're also in semiconductor manufacture, everything from bottle drying to textile manufacturing. The use of air blowers in industry is huge. So we have a massive market unfolding in front of us. And the fact that we can save, in many cases, we can save more than 50% energy versus the current benchmark products. So when I say killed in the rush, it really is a bit like that, because the cost of supplying air in industry is not about the cost of the machines. It's about the cost of the energy that it takes to do that. So the fact that we're able to save half the energy gives people far less than a 1 year payback, particularly in Europe, UK, where electricity is so expensive. In other parts of the world, the payback is slower, but this area is fantastic for us. It's absolutely low-hanging fruit, and we hope to be able to assist the environment while we're doing it.
Well, I hope you have a successful trip in the Netherlands and Germany next week. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
That's Jay Upton, Managing Director and CEO of Sprintex.